I wanted to try and do all the techniques that I ask you guys to take definitions on and then do in your 4 plates with sgraffito texture or sgraffito inlaying, slip texture, slip trailing, burnishing. Not so great on plates. We can break them, but stenciling is the 6th one. I sort of have done part of it on here. I cut out this little kitty. I don't know if you can see it right here, but there is a little kitty, and I cut out the extra part of it. So, and then I put the stencil here. I painted black over the stencil area. I don't know how well it's gonna come off right now, how it's gonna look, but I'm gonna pull up the stencil and we'll see how crisp it is. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use this again. Oh, the paper will burn away. Not worried about that. But pulling up the slip, so now you can see there's a little cat there. So I did put a slip down first, a blue slip, and then I put the little black. The one thing I did do is I've got a little water bottle, and I kind of sprayed it, and then when I put the stencil on, the stencil stuck well. Okay, and it's been probably sitting for about half an hour, maybe longer than that. I had some people visit me, and I'll probably clean it up just a little bit, but that's stenciling. In here, I made some little designs, and let me see if I can find a tool and I can scrape away. I made a little design, and inlaying is basically the opposite of sgraffitoing. It's when you make the design first and it is, sorry, this is a little messy. It stays in the grooves. Hoping I can get it discovered in here. I need a nice cutting edge. There we go. Okay. I'm sort of getting to my S. I think I may have cut some away. Let's try another one, because that wasn't cutting very well. So what I did first is I carved in with the sgraffito tool an S, and then I put the slip in the groove. And then when I carve the top part away, all I have of the slip is the S. I don't know that it's working as well as I'd like, but that is the idea. I don't do this technique. Oh, this one's a lot cleaner. I don't do this technique a lot, but I think if I practiced with it more, I'd be better at it. You guys practice at it and let me know how it goes. Okay, so that is carve first, put the slip in, and then carve away the extra. We have stenciling. You guys know what sgraffitoing is, but that's when you put the slip down first and then you come back and you carve a design through. And you guys did that one last year. What else? Slip trailing is when you take a design. Let me mix this up first. Okay. I take a design and these are really big dots. And then maybe you do some sort of I'm really being very sloppy on this and I'm not liking it. Practice with it. Practice on here first. I feel like it's really coming out pretty heavy. I don't know if I would do it on a different one, but it just feels like it's coming out faster than I want. Maybe I should do the big design first. Small design, small design. Okay, it just feels a little bit heavy. That's slip trailing. Slip texture, you actually take the slip and you put it and you smear it, and it's almost like finger painting where you're playing with it. I love it on the wheel. I love to play with a thick slip on top of something you've already thrown. Take your rib and go in it to make this fan look or a flower look. It's pretty cool. I can show you a video of someone who did that I went to a workshop and they did that. So slip trailing, I showed you the stenciling with that. Sgraffito, you know it, but just in case you don't, you've got your stuff here. I'm just gonna go ahead and ruin this thing. And you're gonna come through the design. This is kind of the opposite of inlaying, where you carve first and then you lay the slip in inlaying. In sgraffito, you lay the color first and then you carve through your design to the color of the clay. So here is, once again, inlaying, sgraffitoing, slip trailing, stenciling, my little kitty down there, and slip texture you just got to play with. So I don't know, maybe I'll play with this because I don't really like this. And we'll just do a little texture up here. More interesting than it was. So I'll finish this up and see if I like this piece and whether it's worth firing, and call it quits because I've talked too much. So you guys ask questions if you have any, and you've got to go play. This is like playtime with colored slips, so have fun. All right, I sort of cleaned up a little bit. I cleaned up all the inlaying, and I decided to cover up this sgraffito because I didn't really like what I was doing. And then I did not like this top part. So I put a little more black on to go all the way around, and I also sort of ombre'd, I hope it comes out ombre, with the blue and black. So I've hopefully got just the dark blue right here, ombre in the middle, and then black up at the top. I'll see about putting a handle on this, but I may just call it quits on this. So we'll see how it comes out. You guys go have fun. That's it.